What's up guys, welcome to a new video. In this video I'm going to be showing you exactly how I made 2.6k dollars using 1 hour liquidity sweeps and inverse fair value gaps from previous days as well. Now I did make this video before, but unfortunately it wasn't recording, so we have to go again. Let's get it. So I know my chart does look quite hectic. I'll get into it later on. Most likely I'll do a full video on exactly what I look for fully, but I just wanted to use this video just to show you the key points on what actually allowed me to catch this trade as well, and even ran higher. But I'll also tell you why I don't target these highs, for example, as well. Now let's get straight into it. So before the day starts, and even for this trade in particular, I actually had the 1 hour liquidity sweep marked out all the way from, let me go into the hourly, all the way from Wednesday. And the reason why I personally, I don't take away key liquidity points or key points of interest as well is because often what you find is if there was a key point on Wednesday, often it would test that key point and even reverse off that point. As you can see, this was a key point that was marked out on Wednesday or early Thursday, let's say Asia session Thursday. And where did it come? It came to sweep the liquidity and then go back up here. So even that would initially, this should actually have been my first trade, of course, because I was awake during Asia as well. I didn't, I wasn't able to catch the London session, but literally, this is a smooth trade, even on Thursday, right here. You wait for the sweep of the 1 hour, and then literally wait for the sweep of the 1 hour, then wait for it to close above, and that's literally a trade right there for you guys. Literally perfect. I believe it was here on Thursday, or was it? Look how many times it bounced off. It was actually here, but right here, market open or close to market open, pre-market, it broke it. So it came, swept liquidity, and then started going from there. So even just like that, that's a trade for you guys on the 5 minute chart or 1 minute if you're like a day trader. Right here, just boom, stops below, and then you can target the next point of liquidity as well, just like that. So of course, like I say, you don't want to be. I call this rejection blocks as well, rejection wick, that power strategy. But I wouldn't stay in past this. That's to be totally honest. But yeah, so like I said, keeping those key points of interest slash liquidity points can do you a lot of good. Even like here, say for example, like I said, I marked out the swing high, I marked out the swing low, and look how it perfectly bounced off, even for sales later on in the afternoon. So it swept liquidity, came back all the way up here again, swept liquidity up here as well, or the highs, and then started dumping down again. So it just makes it so much clearer, and you can see it so much clearer when you have these marked out. Now this was marked out, like I said, on Wednesday, and the trade I took was on Friday, but I kept this point because I took a bigger picture. I looked at the bigger picture. This point was always leading to reversals in some way, even if it's just a little bit. That's enough pips for you to be, to take the trades, So you're not looking to target the craziest amounts. Like, of course, this was quite high, and the stops was quite closer as well. I don't know, my trading views tends to act up. Let me know if you're the only one that experiences this where it just starts spazzing out. But my stops were closer, and I targeted these highs as well. Like, for these type of trades, I will target this high. Of course, I did it on my trade here. That's what I meant to say. So I did it on my trade here. But for this type of trade, I wouldn't even target those highs. I'll just target these equal highs here and take my TP and leave. That's it. Because then the market doesn't owe you anything. You can come up to this point to sweep liquidity again and start dumping from there. But as you can see, came down, swept that, came back up, then went up to here, swept that, came back down, and then it kept bouncing off this area. Of course, it went deeper this time and then came back up afterwards. But if you're trading the close, the close above, you would have hit a lot of trades on GBP USD last week as well. Like I said, of course, this is all hindsight, even for myself too. It's always good to take a bigger picture, or look at a bigger picture as well. But here again, literally on Friday, 4 p.m., it came down, swept the 1 hour liquidity, or the POI that I call it as well, and then broke back above. And I set my TP up here at this point where it could reverse, and that was it, 1 to 2. direct, simple, straightforward. Now there's of course other things that are involved. There were quite a few FVGs at this point as well when I took this trade that you'll see here too. As well as the volume profile, attacking the POC, because often when the volume profile is in a point of lower lower volume, it will then break and then want to actually come back to the POC as well, and go from there too. So honestly, I use that as an extra confluence. Of course, we have a lot of fair value gaps. Like you have two, so you have 1 hour fair value gap right here, because this indicator, FVG, IFVG, it gives you all the time frame fair value gap. So I can see the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily fair value. I can see everything. So I had a 1 hour fair value, inverse fair value gap here, and I had a 1 hour fair value gap here as well, which is why I used that to then push my trade even more, or extra confluence. Because at the end of the day, as we both know, is a thing of confluence trading. You need to have enough confluences to give you the confidence to enter the trade at the end of the day, and it can still be wrong, but the more confluences that you can stack up, volume profile, fair value gap, sweep of liquidity, sweep of daily high or daily low, then you'll be like, okay, cool, you know what, it makes sense, let me enter, because that gives you the confidence to then enter. Now if you're wrong, you just take it on the chin. Doesn't mean the idea was wrong. It just means it didn't play out. Next time, that same idea could work out for you. So just always remember as well, because I've seen a lot of people, they lose a trade and they want to change their whole strategy. No, you've lost one trade. Try that trade out for a month. Try it for 2 months, 3 months. Get the data on it. Now, if it's losing every single time, then yeah, you know exactly what you need to change. But if you have a high risk to reward and it's not working every single time, and it works once out of 3 times, and you have a high risk to reward, it pays for itself as well. So you need to make sure it's adapted to your strategy. If you have a 1-to-1 strategy and your win rate is like 33% or 20%, then of course it's not going to be profitable. But if your risk to reward is like 1-to-5, 1-to-6, 1-to-7, and you lose 3 trades in a row and you make the 4th one, you made the money back and more profit. So just always remember, tailor your strategy to what you're looking for in the market. Like say for example here for this trade, I trade fibs too. And yeah, this trade didn't play out for the fib, which is fine, which was 1-1 confluence, but I trade fib. So when I'm trading, I'm like, okay, cool, I trade fib. I don't want it to go past this zone because that goes against my other strategy. Fair enough. So I'm gonna set my TP below it, get below the 50%, because I call it this is the premium zone and the discount zone. So of course I want to buy in the discount zone and sell in the premium zone. So I don't want it to even get to the premium zone at all before I actually take profits. But yeah, I hope this makes sense. If you want me to do a full breakdown, exactly what I look for, exactly what to look for exactly for your trades as well, please let me know and I can make a full video breaking down exactly what it looks like as well. Also, I'm actually planning to do live trades, not really live stream, but like live trades. So I'll video myself actually taking a trade and showing you guys the results on camera and stuff like that as well. So if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications as well so you never miss a video. I'm going to be more consistent, more now than ever. Appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.